are live from the Jeep today, heading back to a good Sunday morning. Clear skies, clear and blue. I don't think there's supposed to be anything in the forecast for today that's going to be an issue. We are looking at some nice weather. Eclipse. I don't know if there'll be anybody in a live feed somewhere I could follow that will be freaking out. Probably will, I'm sure. I saw some people thinking some reason it's the rapture. Like they've been saying that for 2,000 years now. Every time there's an eclipse. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that obvious, to be honest with you. A little too on the nose, really. But that's neither here nor there. We're heading over. We're going to be on the interstate in just a minute. And like I said, it's a good Sunday morning. Hopefully we can get some stuff. There's not much point in going out early on Sunday because usually the early morning stuff is dead. Don't really get stuff till about the time church starts to let out, when people are ordering stuff while the preacher's talking. And that's when you start getting orders, at least around here. They'll order while the sermon's going, and then they expect to pick their stuff up after they get home from church. At least that's been my observation for the last 2 years of doing this. And a nice day like today, they're going to get home after church and enjoy some time. And if they're Baptist, I don't know about the other denominations, but you got just a little bit of window of time on Sunday before yourself, and then you got to go back to church in the afternoon or in the evening, which I always hated. I don't know why you had to be in church so stinking much. It accomplished nothing when I was growing up. And most of those preachers were lying to us, so learned that later in life. But, see, I saw an article. I was seeing an article early this morning I wanted to talk about, but it's slipping my mind. Hopefully it'll pop back in. I saw somebody going on about, posted a meme showing a big long line of cars as far as the eye could see, and they tried to say all these cars will get a full tank of gas before you can get your electric vehicle recharged. And actually, no, they won't. If there's that many cars at one gas station, I hate to break it to them, but that gas station's going to run out of gas before the last car gets up there. So the last car won't get any gas at all. Just saying. Mathematically speaking, of course. But these guys never actually sit down and figure up the math on the stuff that they're posting. They just hate electric vehicles for some reason. Look, if you don't want to buy one, don't buy one. Nobody's forcing it on you. But if you think that people are buying it just because of environmental, that's not the only reason people buy electric vehicles. Some people buy them because efficiency. It works for them and their lifestyle, the way they're living. Now, if it works for you, the way you live your life, get one. If it don't. It's that simple. You don't have to buy one just because whatever reason. I mean, I got a hybrid and it works for me because of the job I do. It's more efficient. That's the main reason I have it. Of course, this particular job I got got the 4-wheel drive because I got stuck in my older vehicle, my gas vehicle. This vehicle won't get stuck. In some of the places I go, 4-wheel drive is pretty much mandatory. I would much prefer not to have a 4-wheel drive because a smaller hybrid would be far more efficient. But unfortunately, I had to have this because that's what's required for the job I do. I mean, I like my little Jeep here. It's nice, and I do need to clean my windshield. My wife was griping at me yesterday. I had a good day off yesterday with my wife. We went and watched my daughter's competition, her finals. They won first place in their category, which was awesome. They are the champs coming back home again. One of the girls got a $500 scholarship. She's a senior this year, so she's going to be able to use that next year in college, or later this year, I guess. So that is going to be cool. I'm really happy to see that. If you want to watch their performance, I do have it as a live, one of my live streams. It was I recorded it yesterday. Go check it out. You can see how they performed, and they did really well. So I'm really proud of my daughter and her team. Glad to see they were able to bring home the gold, as they say. She got a medal too, so she enjoys doing the winter guard, color guard thing. It's something she seems to really enjoy, and I'm going to encourage that since it's something that she seems to really be into. Like I said, they were really good yesterday. Very good. Like I said the other day, we watched Kong x Godzilla, and I loved it. It was great. Of course, I'm a Godzilla fan, so although I did have to sympathize with King Kong a lot more in this one because he also had to have a metal enhancement or implant, which I also have now. So yeah, I kind of have a little bit of more of a connection with Kong on that in this particular scenario. But the movie was good. I couldn't stay to the post-credit scene, but because it was late and I had to get my daughter home for her thing the next morning. But I have seen it on YouTube. You can look it up. They do have it on there. Some people are speculating that it's a character called Destroyer, which is the character that killed Godzilla in the Millennium series, or Millennial series. Started with, I think, Godzilla 2000 is when that series started. That version of Godzilla, and lasted for quite a while. Quite a few movies in that. I think 14 of the movies are of that version of Godzilla. And that's also where they had their version of Godzuki Milla. And eventually he takes Godzilla's place. So they might be planning on introducing that. Of course, in that scenario, they connected it to the original 1945 movie. And they just said the Godzilla in the 1945 was the female that had laid the egg. And the Godzilla since then was the mate, the male, that had been around since then. So, depending on which origin you want to go with, I suppose. I don't know if they're going to implement that into this new version of Godzilla. Now, they did say that the Monarch series on Apple TV is definitely going to be linked to the upcoming movies, which is kind of cool. And they have all kinds of titans and monsters they can pull from. It was in the kaiju genre. It's called Gargantuan. There was a little bit of an Easter egg for that. I thought that was kind of. One of the characters from the previous movie was he started doing a podcast where he talked about kaijus, and one of his sponsors was Gargantuan Insurance. Oh yeah, Gargantuan was a movie about two giant monsters that were similar to like a Bigfoot. One was good, one was bad, one was a cannibal. Well, not cannibal, ate humans, because you can't say cannibal because humans aren't their species. So he wasn't trying to eat his own species, he was just trying to eat, humans. And, well, something else eating a human isn't a cannibal. We like to think we're not on the food chain, but we most definitely are. Just ask the sharks. It was a good movie. I recommend you go watch it when you can. There are lots of Easter eggs in it. I'm sure I didn't catch them all. I'm definitely going to be watching it again to see what else I can catch. But yeah, it was good. The only thing I was surprised about, I thought for sure they were going to sneak the little twin princesses in for Mothra. I thought that they would probably have that, but no, they didn't quite go there. Wish they had, though, but oh well. I guess they can't get everything worked in. But it was definitely a fun movie. And the specialized veterinarian they had in the movie, the kaiju veterinarian, that's a special type of, that's what you call a real specialty field. Let's see, can I move over? Yeah, I think I can get over here. Let these people get to their speeding ticket. They're in a hurry. They have to get that speeding ticket so they can get to court, have their driver's license revoked. Tennessee and West Virginia. And I believe that's Indiana. Florida. Well, they're way off. And New York. Wow, what are these people doing down here? Or up here in one case. Texas. Is that Texas? Well, not much I can do about it. Getting back over. I'm not the police, but do watch the cops on the side of the road. And there's a bunch of them on this particular stretch of highway. In fact, there's one probably right up here. that, they're going to see Jesus in person and not at church. Doesn't do them any good anyway. They get stuck behind a big truck that's blocking the road. See, it's just right up there. And at the end of this little crest of hill here is usually where the cops sit, on the left. Saw them with the two people on this particular stretch last night pulled over, in fact. Now they are definitely trying to get their quota for the month. Now they get their quota now, they can kind of relax the rest of the month. Well, there's you a car. My daughter will definitely want that one. She ain't getting it, but she wants it. That's the kind of car she would like to have, I'm sure. That and a Volkswagen Beetle. For some reason, she's obsessed with Volkswagen Beetles. I don't know what the obsession is with that. It's kind of weird. There goes a Hummer. There's a big old long line of traffic behind me. To go. I'll go ahead and turn on my Spark app in case there's an order that's in the queue. I'm close enough now to get it. Usually about here. Hopefully I can get done today pretty quick. Oh, there it is. Already popped up. Wow. A bunch of them. And they're all ASAP. Sheesh. This morning apparently got clobbered. Let's go with that one. That's interesting. Odd. I don't know what in the world's going on with that, but yeah, there were like 3 orders ASAP in the queue this hour. Wow, that's unexpected. Did they not have any drivers this morning? I mean, I know I slept in, but I had to pick my daughter up at 2 a.m. So yeah, I've kind of got a 2-hour delay here. That's what time they got back from their competition, 2 a.m. Well, it was the final, so she won't have to do that for a while anymore, at least. Now, the speed limit's going to go up here in a second. I need a back cracker. guy hit me with that in the car. My back has been nothing but pain. Took a little bit of pain medicine this morning. Hopefully that'll kick in before too long. Because this first hour is busy doesn't mean the rest of the day will be, but it could be. We'll see how it goes. Everybody won that $1.8 billion last night in the lottery. I'd be happy with just a $10 million personally. That pretty much end my working days, that's for sure. House over there that they open up during Halloween. Been to a few haunted house places. They're pretty fun sometimes. Of course, it depends on who you go with, I guess. I wouldn't think it'd be quite such fun going by yourself. Doing 73. They just shot by me like I'm sitting still. Happens a lot on here. A lot of people drive about 80 on this interstate. That guy in that white car there, easy doing 80. At least. He'd be going faster for one people in front of him. you get stuff from have anything like that. So, not sure. Uh-oh. Things are jamming up. They're watching. Oh, somebody's got a problem. Okay, don't come over. Don't come over. There we go. That's the thing with those big trucks. They can have problems. And they usually do. To the store. I will be picking up 2 orders and get to work right away. I was not expecting that. Not at this hour. Thought I'd get out here in time to just kind of get started, to hurry up and wait, but apparently not. That's the white car that shot by me earlier. No, that's a different one. This guy in this Hummer did, and we both got here at the exact same time. So him driving 80 miles an hour didn't really help him that much, now did it? Because we both got here exactly the same time. Go figure. Swing by this car wash a little bit later to spray this vehicle off. And nobody waiting in line, so I should be first to get here. Drivers waiting, so just me. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or later today probably. Have a good day.